Whenever we have a move that's way beyond, again, this is a 2 times daily price movement range we have. Again, the normal range for copper is 135. Today's is 2.8. That is going to catch most people off guard. Okay, just know that, number one. Number two, when we get a move like this, existing positions are probably going to be stopped out based upon the risk tolerance. And that's okay, gang. We don't ever want to let a position get away from us. So once we exceed the allowable amount of risk, gang, just take the loss. Because here's the thing, and we'll probably talk about this on Monday, we can always get back in again. All right, now how will we get back in? I'll be looking for an inside day. Inside day means I'm looking for a candle that is going to be trading inside today's monster range, or I'll be looking for what's called a minor low, which might be a little bit more follow through to the downside, putting in a lower low, but not a huge range, a pretty compact range, but we do get a lower low. So I'm still quite bullish on silver. I just have to chalk up that we had a very unusual move to the downside. Gold did as well, and I probably had more questions on gold than silver. I'm still more bullish on silver than I am gold. However, gold is in a chop, and we are in an area now on gold, between here and here, and even here, that we're in. This is the way that I'll look at it. This is the top of an oversold range. This is the bottom of the oversold range. And this whole zone is a buy zone, okay? Make no mistake about that. This is just the aggro part of the buy zone. Right in here would be moderate. Down in here would be conservative, okay? So on Monday, if we can get a minor low, which I'd love to see, or we get that inside day, either way, I might, even though this is a yellow market, you can see here, this is a yellow market. Even though it is yellow, I still might look for some GLD calls in gold. I'll be much more interested if it were to get down to the lower end of the range, but this upper end of the range is interesting, but we might look at a handful of GLD calls to put a little skin in the game. All right. And then, unfortunately, the one market that has the best, most established uptrending structure, copper, didn't pull back all that much. And copper, for a lot of you, so we have SLV for silver and GLD for gold. Copper for me is a Freeport McMoran story, FCX. So when copper pulls back, normally what I'll do, I'll play copper futures. Not everybody does want to play copper futures, but I'll also look at options on Freeport McMoran because copper and Freeport McMoran tend to move together. So that's the way I'm looking at today's move. Know that you're looking at an unusual amount of price movement as compared to the historical volatility of both silver and gold, and that translates to GLD and SI. Okay. Now, what we'll also discuss in a separate discussion, we'll also discuss is what does it mean to be in an aggro versus moderate versus conservative. And if you got in at a conservative level, can you hang on? Okay. The answer to that is yes. And we'll dive into that in a separate discussion. Okay. So I hope that helps.